Today we're going to be doing a fantasy draft rebuild featuring the Madden 2003 rosters. And if you want to use these rosters yourself, if you just go to keywords and type in 03, you'll find this roster made by Primetime 02454, and that's the one you're looking for. I only know about this because I watched C4's video, so check him out as well. And yeah, let's get into this fantasy draft rebuild. All right, we're going to be using the Bengals, who had the worst record in the league at the time. I think 2-14, just slightly worse than the Chicago Bears at 3-13. Let's head right on into this, see if we can have a little bit of a better season than they did. We have pick 13. Okay, so looking at the quarterbacks, they're all quarterbacks. Peyton Manning 1, Donovan McNabb 2, Michael Vick at 3, Brett Favre at 4, Culpepper at 5. We still, I mean, you know, all the way down to Brad Johnson. I'm going to be taking who I want to take, not just who I think I have to take. What age would Drew Brees be at this point? 23 years old. I don't think Drew Brees is going to go that soon, though. I think you could probably hold off till, like, round 3 based on his dev. Kerry Collins, I mean, he'll probably be like a late 2. Trent Green is an X factor, 32 years old. Probably goes pretty soon, actually. Not really what I'm looking for. Of course, running backs. Packers fan, so Amon Green would be pretty sick. Eddie George is goated too, though. Sean Alexander, Warwick Dunn. Oh, I loved Warwick Dunn, dude. But he's 27, man. Was he really 27 back then? I might end up going wide receiver, though. I mean, this is going to be a really tough one because I think, personally, Randy Moss is the greatest ever. It's crazy because I don't think the effort was always there. I don't even think the technique was always there. He was just such a gifted athlete that he was just impossible to cover. Hines Ward, he's still probably, pretty 26 years old. Terrell Owens, obviously, is a freak, but he's 28. Be really hard to pass on Randy. Tony Gonzalez, 26-year-old superstar. Maybe make a case for greatest ever just because of the stats. Orlando Pace, Alan Faneca, Olin Kreutz, Kevin Mawai. Isn't it Mawai, actually? Of course, right guards are still bugged. What do we have for DNs? Do we have any pass rush? Kind of lackluster. Julius Peppers in there. Jason Taylor was a god in Madden, dude. So big, so fast. He was insane, but he is 28 years old, so I don't know about that. Priest Holmes is not a right end. Michael Strahan? How old is Strahan? 30? Are these ages accurate? There's no, I mean, he is old, actually. Yeah, I don't know why, dude. The 2020s are they're just going by. You know, Warren Sapp. It is crazy that they have, like, the pictures for everyone, too. Little lackluster, I will admit. A little lackluster, some of the overalls. Brian Urlacher. Urlacher's apparently checked out. It sucks being a Packers fan because you just get to see so many pretty legendary players, and you don't want to root for them, but like, how can I not? Derek Brooks at 29 years old. I want someone that's at least somewhat young. I think 27 is a pretty fair range. Corner Champ Bailey. Champ Bailey was one of my favorites too. 24-year-old X Factor, dude. Oh, can I really pass on a wide receiver? B-Doc. Obviously, Rod Woodson's going to be pretty damn old there. Darren Sharp. Oh, man, I don't know, dude. I want LT, and I want one of the wide receivers, but like most of the wide receivers, they drop off pretty hard. I'm going to have a really hard time not going Randy Moss, just based on age, based on like how goated he is. I mean, how can I not go Randy Moss? 25-year-old X Factor with 99 speed. I'm going to take Randy. I'm sorry. I have to. No choice. But yeah, the reason why I do like these Legends rebuilds is because, you know, when you do the full Legend rebuild like we used to do, you know, with, wow, LT's already gone. I say LT like Lawrence Taylor's not the real LT. But the teams are just too good. But obviously with this, the team is arguably going to be worse than if I did a regular rebuild, you know? Jerry Rice at 39 is pretty high of a rating there, but what can you do there? Joe Horn, Donald Driver. It's got to be pretty damn young here, 27. Not sure what I want to do. I usually like to go based on, like, how hard the position is to fill. Oh, my God. But I say, obviously, corner is going to be taking a hit, and boy, did it. Darren Sharper is 26. Man, you get, like, Randy Moss and then nothing. You basically get no one else. Oh, man. Linebacker, I highly doubt Urlacher's there. Ray Lewis. How old is Ray Lewis here? 27. I might go Ray Lewis. 27's not terrible. I really want a pass rusher, but I don't know if that's going to happen. At least somebody that's like not about to retire. Warren Sapp, he was okay in age. Bruce Smith's obviously going to be super young. Justin, or old, super young is going to be Justin Smith. Can't believe he was normal dev. Jonathan Ogden's there. What do I do here? Like, everyone's old. Please tell me, if Julius Peppers is young, I'm just going to take him. Like, he's got to be pretty young here. Oh, I'm taking Julius Peppers. Yeah, I mean, well, what are you, crazy? I know it's round 2. I don't care. I should have maybe looked at QB too, though, because, you know, I expected them to stick around a while. Oh, my God, here we are. I expected them to stick around for a while, but obviously I completely forgot about how, like, low of an overall everyone is. The depth is gone, so, you know, what can you do? Like, if I was these teams and I really wanted a quarterback, I would do the same. Am I really not going to have a young quarterback? Sure. Yeah, that's David Carr. Damn, everyone's old. No way, dude. Oh, that's not that old. 25 isn't crazy. I'd rather go running back, though. Let's go running back. Corey Dillon. Clinton Portis was so fun, too. 21 years old at 87 overall? Are you freaking crazy? How do I not go with him? Corey Dillon, I mean, they're both going to be, like, really old. I mean, how do I not go with Clinton Portis? Like, the age is just perfect. Super fun in-game. You know, him and Santana Moss just cooking up. Monty Toomer, Steve Smith. Is that a rookie Steve Smith? 23 years old. What about tight end? Jeremy Shockey, Shannon Sharp. It's going to be pretty hard to not just go with Clinton Portis. I'm going Clinton Portis, dude. What do you think this is? Super young, super good. We got ourselves 3 decent players. Might be where it sticks, but still, we got some decent players. Oh, Bryant McKinney, dude. I'm telling you, I was like an NFC North fan. It didn't matter if it was a rival or not. The NFC North players were just like my favorite across the board. I don't know what to tell you. Tight end, do we have anybody like crazy speed? Everyone seems to be kind of like not crazy speed. Well, there's that. Ooh, speaking of Santana, how old is he here? 23. A little bit of a lower overall than I was hoping for. And screw it, I gotta go Reggie Wayne. It sucks that all those QBs went so quick. Who the hell was I eyeing up? I can't remember. There was a player I was eyeing up in like maybe the second round or something, and they were obviously gone. Who the hell was it? I genuinely can't remember. Bubba Franks is like the only young tight end left. This draft is so thin. It's crazy. It's going to be a fun one, though, I think. Chad Clifton, yeah, that's what Chad Clifton looked like. Then I found this like really young, good tackle, Kareem McKenzie. The name sounds familiar, but I can't really place it. Is it familiar? I don't know if it is. I'm going to say take Cedric Hodge, 73 overall, but decently fast, pretty young, starting edge. I really don't know how we're going to field like a proper roster. I forgot about Chad Clifton. To be fair, we already have two tackles. Could have moved him inside, I suppose. Robert Thomas, I've been kind of going for youth, as you do. He's not the best, but he's decent. Albert Hainsworth, dude. He's 68 overall. Was he really that light in weight back then? There's no way. There's no shot. Sean Rogers. Do we even have a defensive tackle? We don't. Oh, my. Yeah, this is brutal. This is tough. Going to be taking Chester Pitts, and I'm probably just going to move him to guard, honestly. So, Chester Pitts. A lot of linemen. It's the only, like, real value. It's only round 9, and there's, like, no one left. It's all gone. Oh, Lord, it's a disaster. Do we have anybody? I mean, even, like, the low-end players like Santana Moss are gone at wide receiver. It's kind of wild. Oh, no, he's still there. Might be who we go with. We'll go for age, and then if he's one of the first people that shows up. Yeah, Santana Moss, the speed. We got our wide receivers. I mean, we've got some decent ones. And I keep seeing this Chris Claiborne guy. I mean, he's not great, but at least we're going to fill a linebacker spot. I just can't bring myself to grab a corner, though. I don't like them. They're just not good. Quarterback isn't looking very good either. Is David Garrard still there? He is. Do I go Garrard or, like, Delhomme? We got a lot of zeros. Who's the youngest of the bunch? Probably Garrard, right? Got Patrick Ramsey, 23 years old. I'd rather go with someone I like a little bit more, like David. Mike Sims Walker! David Garrard, 65 overall. Ooh, that's a tough one. Round 11, that's a tough one. Like, we'd actually have a crazy advantage if we could just say, like, nah, we don't want to draft anymore. We just let the AI choose. Ooh, who's this? Quasim Mitchell. Very strong power guy. He's huge. We need one more lineman. We at least fill the offensive line. Still missing those corners. I mean, we might have to just go... Okay, that was just scouting. Not that it's much better. I'm just going to take Dion. I know he's like 30-something years, 35, but just give me Dion, dude. I could put him in the damn thumbnail then, baby. Could go goated kickers, too. Vinatieri is a 29-year-old. Keep forgetting how old he is. Robert Griffith. I mean, all these guys are going to be old as hell. Yeah, this is brutal. This one's a little bit of a brutal one. I'll be real with you. But I want to use them all. Eric Johnson, how old is he? 22 years old. Sure, why not? If I'm going to be stuck with some contracts here, I want them to be young and developable. The worst part is, like, everyone that's left, I don't really recognize, like, at all. Bashir, I guess, is another guy we'll go for. Safety, 70 overall, 23 years old. Not a fan. Not a fan. But what do I have, you know, for a choice? Nothing. This Robert Thomas guy's still there. I mean, he's undersized, but edge rush is finished. Just like we are. We got this Anthony Weaver guy. He's kind of big. He'll play DT, I suppose. All right, we're going to take another tackle. He'll be playing center. He's pretty small, to be fair. 6'3", 310. Could definitely play center. Oh, I forgot we had Julius Peppers. We don't even need, you know, whoever we don't want to use. Maybe one of them actually has some coverage skills. Probably not, but you never know. Not our best work, but, I mean, considering what was available, kind of the only work we had. There's not much more we could have done. Like, it's round 19, and, like, there's just nothing, you know? Like, it's just... Everyone's old, basically. We're going to take John Randall. He's 70 overall and 35. Oh, God. I mean, at this rate, I probably should just let the AI choose. What about special teamers? What are we looking at for age? Seabass. 88 kick power for Seabass. Okay. If you say so. Everyone's kick power is like 2. And I forgot you can't even look by kick power either. That's so crazy. Why is everyone's kick power so ass? Is this a thing? I mean, I guess because everyone's kick power sucks, I'll go Adam Vinatieri. I should have looked at fullback as well. 88 kick power. Shane Leckler, one of the all-times. Why not? Then we're going to take fullback Heath Evans with all the speed in the world, and we're just going to sim to the end because there is nothing to be here for. There is no reason to keep drafting. But honestly, after round 8, there was no reason to keep drafting. This is going to be an interesting one, though, because like we said, a bunch of legends, but a bunch of rosters missing a lot of talent. This is going to be one of the weakest leagues you'll ever see. You know, most teams are going to be very low 80s, probably like, you know, a lot of in the 78 range. So it's going to be a fun one, an interesting one. We do have probably the worst quarterback situation as well, so we're pretty primed for that first overall pick. Maybe get ourselves a QB. Also probably going to look to see if there's any 2004 draft classes. Probably not, but you never know. So the problem is trying to find one is tough, and then finding one that's halfway decent is really tough too. There's a lot of hindsight ones, which I get, because like, who the hell is going to remember what exactly, you know, in 2004 the prospects were looking like coming out of college exactly, right? Like, a lot of people are going to be remembering, wow, even worse than I thought, 75 overall. A lot of people are going to be remembering that, you know, the whole, like, oh, this is, you know, how good they were after the fact. But, yeah, we do not have a great team, like, at all. We have some good wide receivers. Hey, they found a gem at tight end. I can live with that. Bunch of linemen are going to have to move around, which is fair enough. If there's any leftover picks, we'll try to get a draft pick or two, but I don't see that happening personally. Wow, we didn't even get a middle linebacker. Like, our middle linebackers are terrible. Any sort of, like, coverage from, like, Hodge or something? No coverage for Hodge. Thomas got a little bit, and he's undersized. I'm just going to make the argument that he's a middle linebacker. He's a rookie, so you can always develop, I suppose, but yeah, this is scuffed. This is brutal. He drops to a 61 overall middle linebacker. The corners are ass. Safeties aren't terrible, but we'll see what actually happens with them. I suppose Bashir has got a little bit more hit power, or a little bit size anyways, not hit power. was looking for whoever had more hit power, and they both had like under 70. What if it's Bashir or Basher? It looks like Bashir, but who freaking knows? What if there's any like possibility to trade for someone I really want? Like some sort of linebacker or corner would be great. Oh, yeah, I forgot we're in a 3-4, so we need even more linebackers than I thought. Oh, no. Well, I mean, I guess Thomas can go back to left out. It's going to make him look like a good player. The problem is he's going to be like finesse type, and I can't really use that. I'm going to have to trade him off or something because there's no point. He's just going to develop as a pass rusher, and I don't really need that. And then Weaver, who's not even that great for DT, and a lot. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I think we did well because we went O-line. O-line was the longest lasting position by a long shot, or just by a very common shot. Frank Winters, nice little steal there. So what do we need? A guard and a tackle. We could just move these two guys over. Pitts is the right guard, and then the other guy's the center. I don't know why I said right tackle. We don't need a right tackle. We need a center and a guard. I remembered I just said something I didn't want to say. Like anytime I try to say Herbig's name from the Steelers. That is the other thing, though. Because the draft was so weak, surely like we'll get some more value out of this than we normally would. What team needs a guard? See, the problem is every team needs everything. Look at the tight ends, though. There's none, dude. Tight end's going to go first round. Jeremy Shockey. Super good, dude. Shannon Sharp, old as hell. Tony G. Jeff Thomason. Tom Mason. I'm still trying to remember who the hell we wanted at QB, dude. Who was it? Wow, these tight ends are terrible. Who the hell actually did I want at QB? I would know if I saw them. They were normal dev, right? Pretty damn sure they were, at least. I can't remember who the hell it was. Was it Plummer? That would be kind of stupid because he's 27. Look at Brady. Oh, yeah, it was Breeze. Damn, I'm not going to make a trade for him because A, he would be too costly, and B, that would be a little too cheesy even for my liking. Oh, wow, they gave me a third-round pick for these guys. Maybe I should have aimed a little higher. Bro, Henry Ford? Wasn't he making cars? Oh, God, that's a terrible joke. All right, trade all this and a fourth-round pick for a 23-year-old middle linebacker who's normal dev. Ew. What can you do? We needed a linebacker. I got it out of the way. We're going to say, though, unless there's a god-tier player and we are actually sitting at pick 1 overall, we are trading down without a doubt. I need like 15 rounds of players. The free agent group is terrible. There's nothing here. Like, there's literally no point to look in here. It's time to go home. Oh, my. Somebody insert all of the players that are supposed to be in the game, and maybe we'll be somewhere, because this is horrible. But it's going to make for a fun challenge, which I like to see. So it's actually not horrible. The situation's perfectly fine. I like this guy's name, Rakib Ismail. That's pretty cool. That's one thing I also don't understand about these draft classes is the players you're drafting have different overalls than what they actually are in the end. David was a 65. Now he's 67. Portis, thankfully, is still an 87. What about wide receiver? 96 for Randy. So everything seems to be, you know, the same there. But yeah, I mean, we see it all the time, like where they just jump in overall. Usually it is for the better, thankfully, but one of these times is going to be like the guy's going to go from God to Todd. I don't know who Todd is, but get the hell out of here, Todd. Defensive tackles, you know, I mean, it's a problem. Left out, Thomas. I probably should put Morgan at left out and Thomas at right out, just because I think that's the position that's going to get you a lot more snaps. Then we have corner. Don't even talk about it, dude. Just walk away, damn it. I don't need to hear it. So bad at running back that I'm just going to put Heath Evans as the backup the whole time. But yeah, for the first season roster, look at these goons. It's actually not terrible, to be fair. Like, receivers look great. Running back looks great. Quarterback has more potential than you would think. And then the offensive line, you might need to replace center, but it's actually pretty good. It's pretty young for the most part. The races, I'll try to fix, but yeah, that's not Bryant McKinney. I'll tell you that much. Problem is, I don't really remember what everyone looked like. Obviously, Julius is himself. But, wow, look at Morgan, though. 74 overall, probably just the boost you get from being an outside linebacker, but also a +2. It is the boost, because you can see there, 72. So was he like a 76 then, an outside linebacker now? Also, we only had one upgrade, even though it said 2, I think. I don't know what's going on, dude. It's so buggy, because it's basically a mod at this rate. But, yeah, I mean, Let's get it. Season 1. Hoping for a good draft pick. Yeah, it is just bugging out because obviously you can see he is the fullback. Heath Evans is a white dude. How do I change his appearance? Here we go. Head. Just give me some random white dude. I don't really care who it is. Jesus, the whites are so down. There you go. Actually, honestly, not terrible for real life. That's actually kind of crazy. It's actually pretty good. Also, weirdly enough, Eric Johnson married to Jessica Simpson for like a decade. Things are happening around here. I also don't even know who this is. I don't even think this person exists, by the way. I think he accidentally made a second tight end version of Eric Johnson. I mean, I don't care, but still, looking for him. I don't think he exists. All right, season goal. I wish there was one that said 0 wins, but I guess we'll go with 4. I mean, there's an 04 draft here. I wish it would show me more about it. I guess I'll click download. I probably should have checked it before I did this, because I don't think there's a way to, like, revert, right? Like, if the draft class is ass, I don't think there's an option to revert. Eli Manning, Darryl Smith, Jason Peters, D'Angelo Hall. You got Big Ben in there. What else? Phillip Rivers, Schaub, Willie Parker, a guy that I feel like never gets his name called enough. Steven Jackson would be so hard for me to pass on. Don't need wide receiver. Larry Fitz, Larry Legend, if you will. Tight end, Kellen Winslow Jr., Ben Watson. I do not like this tight end class at all. I guess Chris Cooley, continue that Commanders, Redskins kind of offense that we're kind of building here a little bit. Jason Peters, Robert Gallery. I mean, I have no idea how good these guys are. I'm just trying to look at some of the names. You have Jared Allen. Damn, son. All right. I mean, there's some players here. Vince Wilfork. I mean, we're going to just move along. We're going to have some Big Ben. Maybe confuse the people in the thumbnail even more. Grab, like, Big Ben. Like, what do you mean? It's wrong. It's like, well, never said that it had to be, that year in the thumbnail. We are getting cooked alive. Oh, no! Hopefully it's stuck at quarterback anyways. Not that it's weird because, like, do I really need to scout any QBs? Because we know, right? I'm assuming Big Ben's going to be halfway decent in the class. Assume Eli. I mean, Eli should be pretty decent in the class. Be kind of crazy if he wasn't. Also, David Garrard is being disrespected. We're just talking about replacing him as if he's not about to become a star dev and become the GOAT. Hey, there he is, David Garrard, star dev. All right, let's take a look at these contracts. Is it going to be really high or really low? Portis needs a contract. I mean, he doesn't want to return, but I mean, it don't matter to me. He's getting that 7-year deal. 73. Going to have to bump that a little bit more even, apparently. McKenzie, it's a lot of money, but he's obviously super young, so we're going to make that contract happen. Hopefully that's enough. Man, these guys are really trying to take us to the cleaners. Tight end. Wow, he's a 70. Oh, that's a free safety. That's the free. I got tricked. I've been tricked. I don't know, dude. 3-year 20. I mean, he is pretty young. Let's do a 4-year 28. Finally, somebody took the contract at least. Makes me feel even better that I paid him. And then we traded for Morgan, who I'm not paying. Nice. Unless he gets a dev up, then I'll pay him. But I don't want to pay him right now. Nah, I'm going to pay him. I keep thinking that, we can do better. We really can't. Like, it's going to take several years, and I can't fill every position. 10 mil per year for him is crazy, though, I will admit. And we finished 4-13. It's actually looking okay for a while, and then out of nowhere, it just fell off completely. Here you go with a couple of wins. 2-5 is not good, or 3-5 is not good, but it's better than I thought we were going to do, and then just like a billion losses in a row. See if there's some redeeming stats, though. There might have been something there. David Garrard gets to star dev, but not a good season. He's a 74 overall. I don't know. I also maybe need to bump the XP sliders a bit. Clinton Portis with only 3.6 yards per carry is terrible. Randy was good, but the touchdowns are low. Reggie Wayne was decent. A lot of touchdowns. Santana Moss. There's not a lot of volume, obviously. Blocking was actually kind of high for sacks, especially from the non-tackles. Sacks, Julius Peppers was great. Everyone else was meh. Interceptions, I'm surprised we even had this many because all of our DBs were terrible. Vinatieri, pretty good. Shane Leckler, amazing. Santana Moss on the returns, okay, I guess. Offense was horrible. Michael Vick with the Ravens wins MVP. Let's take a look at the chance of our dev ups. No, Portis almost won Rookie of the Year. I wonder what Devi actually is. I didn't really, I looked at them. If they were hidden, sweet. Didn't really think that, what dev those hiddens could be, though. We could be seeing some superstars. Hopefully, I would guess both of the guys that we had that were hidden are superstar. Was there a third hidden? I can't really remember, but definitely Julius Peppers and Clinton Portis. Hoping they're both superstar. Kind of feel like maybe Clinton would be star and then superstar for Julius, but we'll see. And here we are headed to the Super Bowl, through the Super Bowl at least. Was it the Buccaneers in there? Kind of feeling like a Buccaneers win. And it was the Jets. The Jets win. Did we have retirements? I mean, we should have probably had a few. We had some older players in there for sure. See what we had. And Deion Sanders gone. John Randall. Raghib. Ishmael. It's just, why? Ishmael, I wanted you to stick around. Let's take a look at the overalls. Look at the devs. Portis is superstar, which is pretty cool. Morales got him down. No dev up for Wayne. Didn't really expect it, but thought maybe there's a chance. Oh, wow. These linemen are all superstar. Okay, I mean, I'm down with that. That is kind of clutch. We took some of these guys pretty late, too. 3 superstar linemen, huh? Okay. Defensive. Unless he went up in dev. X factor for Peppers. Okay, he was superstar. That's what I figured. In fairness, I did kind of figure superstar dev for both of those guys, but okay, got a couple of players here. Claiborne star, Larimore. I don't even know if he's young, probably 26. Yeah, what is it? 26, 27 years old. Man, there's a lot to draft. Thankfully, most of it isn't on offense, but still kind of hesitant on David because I mean he didn't really play well, and now he's 25. But I think you give David another chance. Maybe there's a 2005 draft class as well. It'd be kind of crazy. But, yeah, let's get into this offseason. Begin the rebuild. All right, we got some free agents. Oh, we got some youth. Oh, we got some youth. There's a couple of usable players here. A lot of them linemen, but we do see a corner and a safety. I don't know if we're going to go with the safety because our safeties are actually kind of young as it is. Jeff Backus. That's not Jeff Backus. Fred Smoot. I am paying out the ass for him. I do not care. How much is this? 15 million per. I mean, that is a lot, but cutting corners on a cornerback, I guess I'm not. Okay, yeah, I mean, all these other teams are willing to pay a ton of money. Damn, son. I can't go higher than that, right? 20 million per. If I can do it on a 3-year, sure, but not on that many. That's kind of crazy. Still a couple of guys here that are somewhat young enough, like Pete Hunter. Anyone that's 24 or under, I'll probably grab at least one. I need a cornerback pretty badly, so that's the route we're going to go. The rest, though, will sadly need to be filled through the draft. All right, we're in the draft. We have pick 4 overall. I did scout the 3 top QBs just to see where we're looking like. Round 1 across the board, which is good, but my battery's going out, not great. Very good, though. Big Ben. I kind of want Big Ben, dude. I don't know why. I mean, I'll take any of them. Phillip Rivers is pretty sick, too. Really curious to see if we even have a chance. The top teams here probably all need QB, right? Let's see. The Falcons, Vikings, and Browns. Where's the Browns? We're already here. QB. Falcons. Probably QB. And I already forgot the other team. I'll be real. Falcons, Vikings, Browns. Okay, I mean, this should be QB 3 in a row. Which, if it is, I mean, we'll pivot. I'm not going to trade up. Oh, D'Angelo Hall. Oh, Larry Fitzgerald. Damn, we talked about it. We really should trade down. We really should. But Phillip Rivers and Big Ben, I'm feeling like a high 70s. Why is Big Ben so fast? Am I crazy? Am I crazy, or is he not really fast? Other positions, though, we definitely need a tight end. I want depth because there's a guy of Jared Allen's caliber this late. I really think we should trade down. I really think we should. There is so much talent in this class that if we just trade down, we'll land so much more. And then Garrard, he's star dev already. I'm going to see if I can get a crazy haul. That's basically the plan. Get a crazy haul. This seemed like an overtrade, but we traded a first this year, a fourth and a fifth next year, and a third 2 years from now. with Larimore and Robertson to trade down to 13 and gain a really solid second and third round pick from the Bears. The thing about this is the Bears are trading up for QB. They should have had to trade for more. Yeah, I mean, they should have had to pay more. I'm going to be real. They really should have. They didn't, though. It is what it is. Could still go Matt Schaub as well. I do have some decent tight ends still there. I kind of want Chris Cooley. We need a tight end. He's the best remaining guy by quite a bit, it seems. Do you need a lot of different players, though, like cornerback, which I don't think is going to be there anymore. Yeah, I mean, you got Robinson, but you also have Jabari Greer, who's a day 3, who's, I mean, looking decent. Thank God we didn't go for Peyton Manning after all, not that we could have anyways. I don't know what to do. I think we trade down again. We trade down to like 20 range to grab Cooley. If I can get another third here or even a second, that'd be sick. Don't know if that's going to happen. The Browns are also intriguing me. Get a second next year from the Raiders. If I can make that this year second, I'm down. All right, we did make it happen. We gave him a 6th-round pick to get that second round this year off of the Raiders instead of next year. They ended up trading up for Tommy Harris. Hopefully Cooley's there at 23. If not, I'm going to be really sad. See Ben Watson goes. Yeah, I'm going to go for Cooley. Chiefs get Steven Jackson. Pretty damn sure I'm going Cooley here. Just to be clear, yeah, I mean, that's who I'm going for. Chris Cooley. This Washington run is just never-ending. True talent, 25. Hendev, 85 speed, 88 excel, 87 jumping. Got ourselves a tight end. Will we regret not going QB, potentially? We'll see what those overalls look like. They could be crazy, right? They could be crazy, but hopefully not. Hopefully we didn't make the bad decision. Could go Schaub still, mind you. Was there any other, like, 2 to 3s? I mean, we need DT as well. Vince Wilfork is there. Not really exactly the perfect scheme fit, but it's freaking Vince Wilfork, so what do you want me to do? Just not grab him? Do I trade down again? What's my next pick? 13? I really like that range. 13 is a great spot to be. If I can try to get around there for a back-to-back type of pick, that'd be great. We're eating hard into the later picks in the future, but we end up getting that trade. Not too crazy of a trade down either, and we land a whole third-round pick off of them. What do they take? Matt Schaub. So, I mean, we gave 2 QBs to different teams. So, say what you want about trade value, whatever. I think it's been pretty fair. I think we've actually lost a little bit at times. We have given away quarterbacks. So, it's a position that you kind of need to trade up for if you really want one. But is Wilfork still there? He is. Probably better fits at DT, but I just want Vince, dude. Like, he's insane. I don't care if he doesn't fit the scheme. Doesn't matter. DT 1. 15 true. Hindev, 98 strength. He's pretty damn fast. 68 speed. Gotta have 99 catching, obviously. And, the rest is the rest, to be honest. But other positions, linebackers. Daryl Smith's still there. I might have to grab him. Daryl Smith is a 1 to 2. The linebacker room isn't the craziest in this draft, it seems. Daryl Smith, welcome to the squad. True talent, 30. Also hitting. There's some pretty good players in here, though, just based off the fact that they're hitting the true talent. 23, could even trade back here if we want. I don't know if I actually have anyone this high. Bob Sanders was there. Okay, I just didn't even think about him. I don't really want to grab Jared Allen this early, but at the same time, I kind of... What about Sherman? I could use multiple linebackers. Sherman's fast. Why not? Trent Sherman. 61 true. Normal dev. Ugh. But they're rookies. It doesn't take much to develop a rookie. I think if Jared Allen's there, you gotta take him. Could use another DT, but I'll probably rock with the guy we got. O-line, we definitely need at least one because we traded off our center. Jared Allen, 3 to 4. I mean, he looks crazy. He looks insane. So that's who I'm going to take. He is... True talent 5, hidden dev. Yeah, maybe I don't use this class again. Maybe not. Maybe we don't do that. Get it, right? If you're technically going off of real life, I suppose. Not a guy that really performed well in the combine, but was goated. And then we have this tackle here who looks really good to play guard. I like the size. I like the speed. I think he looks like a guard to me, so that's what I'm taking. True talent 79. I was about to say, I'm not really too worried about it because this class just has a lot of good players, so that's why I figured, maybe that's why the true talent's low, but no, he just wasn't very good. Bernard Berrien goes. It's a fun one. And then I seen Darnell Dockett. He's insane. Darnell Dockett, he's joining the squad. What do we got? True talent 11, hidden dev. Yeah, I don't care what those QBs look like. They could be 99 overall. I don't regret it at all. I really want Jabari Greer Do I need anyone else? I mean, we can need safety and all that, but do I take Jabari Greer now? Because I don't really need edge anymore. I don't need DT. Linebacker, there's none left. I mean, really, everything that's left outside of another lineman, which maybe I'll go for Scott Wells, because, I mean, we know he was good in real life. I don't think there's really anything there for me. So I'm going to go Jabari Greer. Doesn't look amazing, but it's Jabari Greer. It's a real-life player, so I'm just going to take the chance that maybe because of that, yeah, hidden dev. I mean, not even just a real-life player, but a quote-unquote notable real-life player. Let's go to round 5 and see if there's any linemen there. I don't think I could trade up into the round 4. Even 5 is going to cost me a little bit here. It's a good draft, though. Like I said, didn't go QB, but David Garrard, he did enough. And we got multiple linemen here. Probably not going to go Andrews. I mean, like, he looks really good, but obviously Andrews is good. Just that age. I'm going to trade up for Wharton. And I didn't really think about that. It was round 5. I should have asked for more. We gave him Weaver straight up for a 5th. That is... Oh, look at the Vikings. I could have taken both of their picks with that, probably. I am so sad. Well, if Wharton's good, at least that's all that matters, right? I only need one lineman anyways. True talent, 59. There he is, hit him. There we go. Good. That's a win. I don't really care anymore. Let's see what the Vikings take anyways, just because I'm curious. Mickens and Mejette. Oh, yeah, we got Chris Cooley. Yeah, we pretty much filled every position need. Yeah, the trading down was superb. It was exactly what the doctor ordered. We'll see if we made a bad decision, though, with those QBs. 83 overall just after that draft. A bunch of good players here. We got, 9 players. I didn't even look at the overalls. I was counting the players. Oh, my. 78, 80, 81, 80, 70. Okay, yeah, never again will I be using, this class. It's fun because they're good. But, yeah, they're, like, way too good. That's insane. Our only bad player is a 72 overall. Okay, we got a lot of players to go through here. Chris Cooley, 78 overall, 85 speed, 88 excel, 77 catch. Has like all the catching traits, injuries great, all that stuff. I mean, he's pretty insane. What's that dev looking like? Superstar probably? Star dev, fair enough. I can understand it. It's low, high overall. Vince Wilfork, I assume, is going to be superstar, though. He's a very, very good player. If he's X Factor, though, that's a little excessive. Let's see. Yeah, I was about to say. Okay, that's good. Good. I can live with that. Still very high overall. Too high of an overall, if we're being real, but I can live with him being superstar, not X Factor. I think X Factor would have been crazy. Daryl Smith, star dev, fair, fitting. Maybe he just likes those overalls being high. Trent Sherman, I don't really care too much. We just know he's a fast guy. Jared Allen. Jared Allen and Julius Peppers being on the same line doesn't really feel too fair. I'll be real with you. Superstar, probably. Superstar indeed. What else do we have? Darnell Dockett, 80 overall. He was a super fun player as well to watch. Let's take a look at the dev of him, probably superstar as well. Yeah, okay, so definitely need to not do that. Jabari Greer even was a day 3 with 77 overall. He's obviously corner 1, Hunter at 2. I think we have ourselves some okay corners. Dev, star dev, fitting, understandable. And then the lineman, Mr. Travell Wharton. Definitely want to put him, that's like a top 5 type tackle based on his ratings, especially if he has dev. Put him at guard, and there you go. Really good draft class. Take a look. I don't want to see these overalls. Oh my God. Sean Taylor's an 85 overall. Wow. Okay. Eli, 79 overall, hidden. Looking pretty damn good. We were going to go Big Ben. Obviously, he went number 4 to the Bears. We traded down for him to go to the Bears. Yeah, I mean, he's pretty ridiculous. What about Phillip Rivers? Because we could have had him a bit later. Lossman, oof. Where the hell was Phillip? Oh, Phillip was at 5. 78 overall to the Niners, Phillip Rivers. And, yeah, very accurate medium short range. I'm not going to lie. A draft like that could easily propel us into the number 1 spot roster talent-wise. Yeah, I mean, look at that. I mean, it really is the intelligence to trade down. It is, I mean, it's smart. That the quarterback, it would have been great to have one of those really high overalls. I just didn't think we needed one so bad that I would throw away an opportunity to build a great roster. You know what I mean? What do I do? Probably put Warren at center, actually. I forgot it was center we needed. But yeah, I mean, the team really, after that draft, has very little weaknesses. Maybe another middle linebacker, maybe another corner. Maybe we, fix the safeties. Definitely strong safety room up a little bit. But for the most part, it's quarterback, safety, and everything else is great. Maybe some depth problems, but I mean, most teams have starter problems, let alone depth problems. All right, Season 2, we have a really damn good-looking team. I mean, really the worst player on offense besides Garrard is 84 overall Reggie Wayne. I mean, that's not a problem to have. Is he 24, 25 now? 24 only. Okay, I mean, what are we worried about? Then defensively, we move over to probably needing just safeties. I think maybe some linebackerage, perhaps, but safety and then a corner. So DB is really the problem, but Jabari Greer is obviously an improvement. Yeah, look at this D-line. That's crazy, dude. I actually don't know who gets on the thumbnail at this rate. I mean, there's so many, classic names. Probably Julius Peppers, and you'll be able to call me out on this if you've obviously clicked on the video and seen it. Julius Peppers and Randy Moss, maybe? Reggie Wayne? I don't know, dude. Somebody. All right, so we're in the re-sign period, and holy crap, he took a no for an answer. I offered him a 5-year, I think it was, I don't know, carry the one, 234, whatever. It was $39 million per year, that's all I can tell you, and he declined it. Santana Moss, he's gone. That's way too much money. Thomas, we don't need. That's a backup running back. And then we'll see with David Garrard. I mean, I don't want to pay him that much because I'm worried that we might find someone better, but he's playing well. I think I'm going to take the chance on him. If he... Oh, especially at that price? Oh, hell no, dude. We're obviously paying him. If he sucks, I can just trade him off. I'll take the dead hit. He's worth it. 5-year 90, that's a steal. That's less than half of what Peppers wants. And I don't even know if Peppers is playing well, to be honest. I'm actually really shocked that this contract is what it is. Damn, he is playing really well, in fairness. Look at how crazy this contract's gotten. $41 million per year. Are you sure? You're going to be tagged for $30 million, but yeah. Go for it, man. And then Adam Vinatieri needs a contract. I mean, why not? The problem is, he's going to ask for a lot of money, too. 2-year 14, that's $7 million per, but he is him. To the playoffs and beyond. I guess the Super Bowl is still technically playoffs, right? Or no, it's not, because playoffs mean you're playing off to get to that goal, right? I think. I don't freaking know, dude. Who gives a damn? We didn't make the bye week round thingy. We had 3 losses for a while there, and then we must have lost near the end. It was still a good season. Didn't even get the division, though, but... Let's take a look at the win-loss. Was that Bledsoe on the Patriots, by the way? If he start, if he finish. Some losses in there. Was that actually Bledsoe on the Patriots? It was Denver. I mean, I seen that blue, and I was, thinking things. But let's take a look at David Garrard. Had a great season. Didn't change the scheme because really the Bengals are one of the top 10 offensive schemes in the game anyways. Clinton Portis, way better. Still not where I'd want him to be, especially since he's, basically a top 5 running back in the league overall-wise. Wide receiver, Randy Moss was great. Reggie Wayne was great. Santana was pretty good. Cooley was disappointing. Offensive line, Pitts was awesome. The rest, they're okay, I guess, especially when I'm used to seeing 4 guys in the double-digit mark. Julius Peppers, I mean, I guess he does deserve the contract, but he just wanted more than $41 million per year, which is insane. 14.5 for Darnell Dockett, 14 for Jared Allen, and 10.5 for Will Fork. I'm a little surprised that these guys did this. I get they're very solid and the potential's there, but we've had guys in the high 80s that don't put up those numbers, let alone rookies. Interceptions are a little bit low. Vinatieri, worth that contract. Leckler, unbelievable. Kick return, punt return game. You got some things going on here. Desmond Howard, GOAT. What a guy. You're Brett Favre. You're welcome. I don't see us. It's Eli Manning winning MVP as a rookie, mind you. Donald Driver. Number 2 for Defensive Player of the Year. Okay. Rookie of the Year, Noah on either side of the ball, sadly. Really? Carlos Dean. They must have been pass rushing with him. Carlos Dansby winning Rookie of the Year is wild. Garrard at 6. Running back at 10. Wide receiver at 5. O-line at 2. Once again, always the bridesmaid. D-line at 2, 4, 5. Linebacker, no. DB, no. Kicker, number 1. He was number 1. Going against the Texans, 12-5 versus 12-5. We're 5 overalls higher. It's only going to be even crazier when we get another season on our belt next year. And if we win a Super Bowl here, we can go for the dynasty. All right, go to the end of the game. Let's see it. Texans with 3. 7 for us. Okay, I mean, it took us a long time to get there, but we got there. 10-all. Did David Garrard do enough for a dev up, though? That's what I'm wondering. 13-10, we're now down by 10. This offense is doing nothing. We get a 7-pointer. We get another 7-pointer. Okay, let us cook. Fourth quarter. 3rd-3, got to get this first down. They do. Clinton Portis is him. And 4th and inches, they go for the field goal. I don't agree with that. I simply don't. But the defense does its job. And the Bengals, with a very close game there, are headed to the divisional round. Yeah, that was a little close, too close for comfort. Rich Gannon, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Garrard was amazing. Portis was pretty good, especially for playoff concerns. Randy Moss was who he is. And it's kind of crazy, some of the images, like they're just looking all over the place. Can we get somebody telling them where to look? A lot of success, and once again, off to the side, a lot of success for the Texans pass rush. Bashir with an interception. Don't tell him he's the first guy we're going to replace in the offseason. The Jets just won the Super Bowl last year, so this is actually a really tough team to face. Donovan McNabb. Ooh. Going to the end of the game. The Jets scoring 7 right away makes me feel weird about it. Touchdown for us, right back to them. They get a field goal. I don't like that. Look at him. He looks like he's squinting. The sun's too bright. The sun's too bright for David Akers. He's going to miss a field goal this game. Oh, my God. He doesn't need to hit another field goal all game long, though. Here we go. A little bit of a climb back moment. All right. Okay, it's a 7-point game with 6 minutes left. We got to get a stop, though. You got to get a stop at some point. Literally running out of time. I mean, there's no chance, dude. Look at the clock's gone. They're throwing the ball. Oh my God, what is wrong with this game? Why would they do that? There's a chance. What a pick. Bashir, he's not being replaced. He can't be. He picked last week. Game-saving pick this week. This is like some sort of lie that we're living in. Randy? One-on-one. What the hell is this? Oh, does he have extra routes? Can I... Okay, I mean, I don't know if they even have the streak. I looked for it and see it. Randy Moss. Jesus Christ, he's insane. Randy Moss, 1 play and he's in. That's so crazy. This is on all Madden. This is unbelievable, dude. The guy is a freak. Why would you not just do that every time? I mean, that thing went to the moon. I didn't even run a clean, line either there, and we still got it. Definitely should have maybe, fell down or something, but, here we are. From the 2, going for 2. I don't like our chances of making a stop anyways. There goes Portis. Good catch. 2-point conversion, but they've got all the time in the world, man. I don't like it. We should have stopped early. 1st and 10. I mean, they're moving the ball like it's nothing. 3rd and 10. Of course. Yeah, I mean, we knew that was going to happen. It's very predictable, right? It was always going to happen. It doesn't matter who we were going to. We could have went against literally the worst team of all time, and it wouldn't have changed anything. I mean, I'm down to just cheese the hell out of the game. So if I can keep them from being deep by going something like this and take another shot to Randy, I don't care. Damn, he threw that high and far. Randy almost got there, and of course, that is going to be how it ends, unfortunately. Randy with an unbelievable play. Too much. It's too quick. We were too quick, and ultimately they had enough time by a lot to get down the field and regain the lead. Should have went down. I knew it, and I just didn't do it. Defense was... I mean, they limited them somewhat. The Jets weren't efficient, but they did enough to win, obviously. They weren't efficient, but they just found ways to score. So I don't know if it was just short fields given up by the offense, but... Yeah, I feel like the yards per carry, the yards in general weren't great, yards per attempt, but yet they still won. Of course, the Jets are in the Super Bowl again. Where did this come from? Their scheme, it's actually okay, and we just don't get to see that because Rodgers is gone right away anyways, and obviously they suck in real life, but where is this Jets success coming from? They lost. Suck it. The Falcons just won a Super Bowl with rookie Eli Manning. I believe that's who they took, right? MVP, Super Bowl MVP in year 1 in the league. That is wildin'. Garrard was good, 78 overall. Not good enough for a dev up, apparently, though. Everyone on the D-line was already superstar dev, and then Sherman goes to star dev on a dev up. Once again, DBs are needed. It sucks because Basher's him. He's going to stick around on the team, but I probably will need to find someone to start over him. I don't get it, though, because he's really goated. He's just not a high overall. but dude had 2 picks in the playoffs, back-to-back games, saved the game on a crazy one. I mean, that would have been the craziest moment, craziest finish to a game in NFL history, and we have seen crazy ones. But like, considering all they had to do is kick a field goal to win, and they gave the ball back to us for a chance to win ourselves, yeah, that would obviously take the cake automatically. You can say what you want about, even the comeback for the Patriots over the Falcons. That's a multitude of mistakes that, you can't really hindsight. Whereas that, you can hindsight. Don't throw the ball. Run the ball and kick the field goal. If they miss the field goal, who gives a damn? But throwing a pick there is unbelievable. That's like the biggest sell ever. A couple of mistakes leading to a sell isn't really the same as like making the dumbest mistake of all time. 18 mil on the franchise tag. Yeah. And then of course the re-sign after the fact is way cheaper. So I don't know what happened to the market during the season, but it was ridiculous, and it kind of corrected itself a little bit. Santana's market did not, though, so he will be a free agent. Probably will have a lot of teams fighting for him, too. Andy Lee, what a punter as well. Scooby. Santana Moss in free agency does have a lot of offers, as we expected. Not really seeing anything going on here. A lot of about to retire fellas looking for a ring. Not going to find one here because we suck. All right, so we scouted some quarterbacks, and let me tell you, David Garrard's our quarterback again. We're going to go down to 26. Some quarterbacks, some safeties. The safeties, some of them at the top are decent, but I'm not going to be trading up for, I didn't think Kelly was going to last that long. I should have slow-simmed. Kelly was a top 5, and I just didn't take him. Oof. Do have another safety here, though. Mr. Collin, round 1. 1 to 2, true talent, but you have a different guy who is a round 1 to 2 with a round 1, which of course is better. Alexander Aldridge, fast, could play corner if you had to. Might even trade up for corner though, because there are some decent ones still here. I don't know when they're going to go, but might just sell the farm for these guys. I'm not really sure who I'd be willing. McCauley's great, but outside of McCauley, who would I go for? Do I trade up for Faison, who's 6'5", and you're like hoping that he's one of those, superstar dev guys, or Peterson, who's probably, similar? I don't know. But one thing I can tell you for sure, I want Aldridge, so Alexander Aldridge is going to be the guy I take. Please be good. True talent 11, which is solid. Normal dev, which is not. All right, went a couple more picks down. I really want McCauley. I think they need a corner too. I think I'm going to try to make a play here. Interdivisional, do not care. Do I need anything else? Could sort of use a linebacker. Don't actually need one, though. A 2 and a 3 plus, who do you want? We do have the edge rusher, backup edge rusher, Hodge, but he doesn't need a contract yet, so I'd prefer to keep him. Hunter? He's paid, though. That's the thing. I don't want to get rid of Bashir. Who do I get rid of? Do you want Mark Wilson? This is good. Nope, it's not. And here goes our whole draft class. Hodge, a 2nd, a 3rd, and a 6th this year with a 6th 2 years from now for 30 from the Ravens, which literally completes our draft class. I think it's okay, though, because I really do like this corner. I don't see how this corner could be bad. I think he looks too good not to be. D'Angelo, McCauley. Speed is lacking a little bit, but A-man, A-press, B-zone, B-catch, he's got to be good. He's got to be top 5 true talent. He is number 3. Yeah, it looked normal dev, though. I keep forgetting that is a possibility, but he looked great. I think it was a good move, and our draft's dead. All right, draft recap. Let's see what we got. 75 overall, 77 overall. Problem is, they're both normal dev. I think we landed good players. I just think we got really unlucky. There's not really much more that I can say about it. It's just they're good players that just simply don't have hidden dev. That's so good of a player. What do you want from me? Basically drafted another Jabari Greer. Here we go for Season 3. Reggie Wayne's still not developing. I don't know if I want to change off this Bengals scheme. We've tried it quite a bit. Do we not try a different one? Do we want to see what the Jets are all about? Maybe the Jets have a different coach, and that's why. Let's see. Jets are running West Coast Zone, Robert Saleh. So let's do it. West Coast Zone, NY. Let's see. See if this has the juice. I doubt it, but it could. We gave the Bengals enough of a run. Let's move on. Get a new scheme in there. It's probably going to be so bad, watch. All right, we got some more contracts. Julius Peppers is definitely more fair, but the last time we did this, it got all the way to like 40-some million, and it's just a disaster. his ask is way higher than the tag, and I just can't do anything about it. So I'm just going to have to keep tagging him, even though it's not realistic. It's just, what do you want me to do? We're actually almost reaching the point where you can't offer him more than that because it exceeds the limit. Reggie Wayne, still not superstar dev or even star dev, which is really disappointing, but we got to try to keep him. And I got to say, these contracts are really climbing very quickly. Luckily, David's paid up, but yeah, these contracts are catching up real hard. I mean, we are not as good off as we thought we were. Yeah, I'm sorry, but we're going to have to cheese it with tags. $43 million per year over 5 years with half guaranteed is crazy that he's not accepting it. That's insane. You're not a quarterback, buddy. You're not a QB. And it's funny because he would never be like that. He was never like that in real life. So the playoffs is looking pretty good. Could it be a bye week? I mean, we're on par. Will it actually happen? I don't know. Will not. 13-4, and of course, it's the Jets. I mean, maybe we're not wrong for following their lead. Let's take a quick look at the win-loss. We lost to the Steelers, the Raiders, the Steelers again, and then the Panthers. Damn near sent the Steelers to the playoffs on our own. I don't even know if they made the playoffs, did they? They didn't. They were 7-10. How do we give them those wins then? I don't even know. David Garrard, though, another good season. I don't know if I really call this a better... Well, Reggie Wayne at least is going to get to star, but would I call that better than normal? Maybe, perhaps. D-line, though, Pepper 16, Wilfork and Allen with 11.5 and 11, and then Dockett at 9. Another great season, especially with Dockett out and those tackles for loss. Could see the two DTs go to Superstar. X-Factor anyways. Daryl Smith with 5 picks could go to Superstar. Not bad at all. Kicking was great again. Leckler a little bit worse, but still over that 50 yards per punt threshold. And then we weren't at the MVP list. I thought maybe he would have gotten on there. Any award wins. Julius Peppers, Defensive Player of the Year. Nice. No rookie awards. QB at 8. Running back at 8. Wide receiver at 1. Could be straight to Superstar with the Best Wide Receiver Award and the stat upgrade. O-line new. D-line at number 1. 5, 7, 8. Linebacker at 6. DB at no. Kicker number 1 again, Adam Vinatieri. Ladies and gentlemen, he is cooking. Let's take a look. The Patriots. Who the hell do they even have at QB? It is Peyton Manning. Wow, what are the odds, really? Because he goes number 1 overall in this, doesn't he? Peyton Manning in a Patriots uniform feels a little wrong, so we're just going to beat him. We're just going to beat him so we don't have to see it ever again. 10-0, not a bad start. Kind of fallen off since then. We had a lot of chances, and we're just not finishing drives. 10-0, still 17-0. This defense is doing work right now, though. But I will say, I'm not really that proud of this offense. Yeah, they got 24 points in the end, but they had a chance to put them away so much longer ago, and they just didn't. So much longer ago. Okay. Peyton Manning, really not doing well in the playoffs. That's a new one. Garrard was decent. Portis was pretty bad, but he had a touchdown. A couple of receivers with some, average numbers. Paris Lennon, what a name drop. Julius Peppers with 2 sacks. Aldridge with a pick. The rookie. Strong safety's been getting a lot of picks for us lately. Divisional round. Who is it against? It is against the Denver Broncos. 13-4. We're a higher overall, but I still never feel safe. Drew Bledsoe with Donald Driver. Driver got to an X Factor. He was star dev to start, I'm pretty sure. All right, here we are. Good stop, 3 points. Denver won't score. Is the defense going to have itself another run here? So far, so good. They give up a field goal at half, but I mean, that's crazy defense yet again. Offense doesn't have to do much, and they're doing just enough. 19-3, 19-9. What a weird score. 19-9. Yeah, sure. Why not? Looking at the stats, Drew Bledsoe threw a pick. Garrard's not really playing that well. Portis was great, though. Their receivers were better, but Reggie Wayne was technically the best in the game. Pass rush Peppers again. It is Dockett this time. We actually got outplayed hard in the sack game. Sherman with a pick. Perfect kicking was the difference. Is they had 2 missed field goals, and they lost by 10, so there might have been a situation at the end where, 4th and whatever, they went for it, didn't get it, when they could have went for a field goal, perhaps. I don't think that's how the math works there, but, close enough. Multiple times that happened, maybe. I don't freaking know. But we're in the championship round, which is great. Who is it against? Not the Jets. Thank you. The Ravens. Division rival. Really low overall, but Michael Vick. I don't want to see those ratings. They are probably scary good. Of course, leave it to the freaking Ravens to take the fastest quarterback possible, though, obviously. Oh, touchdown in the first half. I haven't really seen that. And our offense is doing nothing. They get 3 points in the first half. Yeah, the jet scheme is not it. It's not it. I don't care that we have 17 points right now. You could tell the way they're playing this entire way that it is a terrible scheme. We're winning. They're not winning, but, we're getting points. 4th and 1, are they going to go for it? I mean, 2 running backs, 3 tight ends. You run commit. I mean, we're really not up to the line here. Want to get in there a little bit. And it's going to be a run. Vic will not get the edge. Turnover on downs. That could be the game. That's wild. I did want to see Michael Vick, his ratings real quick. Oh, my God. 99 overall, huh? Why is he only 80 juke move, though? Okay, sure. Unbelievable. I mean, wow. Only 78 break sack as well, I seen in there. We just got to go forward a little bit. It was a little bit. 4th and 3, field goal. It is a punt. Wow. That's wild. 4th and 3, they're going to punt it from our own 5. 4th and 2, you got to go for it. Your defense is not going to stop them this time. They just won't. All right, David. Randy Moss in the slot is crazy. Of all the people to go to, I don't even know who that is. Oh, is it Cooley? I thought it was someone else. All right, we got that slant in the middle. Chris Cooley cooking up. There it is, driving on the field. Field goal wins it. Did they get a field goal or a touchdown? They wanted a touchdown, and they're headed to the Super Bowl. Wow. I mean, both teams really did. 1st and 49. I wonder if we'll get it. Both teams really just did not want to win. They just didn't. But Gerard was better for sure. Ricky Williams was really good. Clinton Portis, I mean, he was consistently ass, but still. Reggie Wayne and Moss finally doing well together. Usually it's one or the other, or just mainly Reggie. But sure, not bad. We're headed to the Super Bowl. Going on to the Super Bowl. Anyone but the Falcons. The Niners. Okay, I'm not really super fond of them either, but let's take a look at our dev-ups. Did we do enough? Reggie Wayne should at least be star. I'm hoping for superstar, but I haven't really seen that lately. Haven't seen the double-ups too often unless they're rookies. It almost seems like the only way you get the double-up if it's a Rookie of the Year award win. I don't know why. That's the way it is. The whole D-line, besides Jared Allen, went up. Pepper's already an X Factor, but I guess Wilfork and Doc at the 2 DTs like we thought would go up did. Aldridge no dev up, but Eric Johnson goes to star, which is obviously nice because the safety position was the weakest one going into this season. What else do we have for the linebackers? We're fine. Nothing's changed there. Hunter, I think, went up to star. Didn't want to trade him off because we signed him long term. It's a good group of corners. Just need our rookie corner this year, to develop maybe next season or something like that. Assuming there is a next season. I know I just yelled at you. I apologize. As we're taking on the Niners for a chance at winning the Super Bowl. I don't really need to go any further than this. If we win this against Phillip Rivers-led Niners team, I'm content. I'm happy. Especially with this crap jet scheme. Imagine we ran something better. End of the game. Let's see it. Left or right does seem to be us. It is 7-3. Defense is working well for both sides. 14-3. We're doing well on offense for once. 14-10. Halftime will remain that score. We've had a lot of opportunities getting down the field, just not scoring. There we go, another score. It's a 5-point game, and just like that, the Niners are up 3. Just like that, the Niners are up 3. The defense giving them, the offense giving them short fields. The defense giving them no resistance. I'm coming into the game because this team is falling apart. This team is absolutely falling apart. Slant Wayne, there's probably going to be someone dropping off, but if not, there's no way this linebacker can cover him. I guess he can. Oh, thank God he got bumped. I don't know. Who is that? Is that Urlacher? It was Zach Thomas, I think. Still, it doesn't matter. Reggie Wayne got covered way too well there, but a huge play. That is insane that he covered him that well, but either way, good play. You need the touchdown here, and they get it. 5 minutes left. 4-point game. 3rd and 7. 4th and 16. They will punt it. You just hold on to the ball, and you win. 4th and 1. I get it, kinda, but I probably go for it there. As they run out of time, barely. That was a crazy little attempt there. They needed like 1 billion yards with like under 2 minutes and 0 timeouts and almost did it. And the little Super Bowl Lombardi Trophy confetti is falling down on the Bengals in their white uniforms as they have won the Super Bowl in year 3. I gotta be real though. Without the trade downs in that ridiculously overpowered draft, this would have been a fight to the end. I don't know if we would have gotten the Super Bowl even in year 5. It would have been really tough. But considering how weak of a roster we had to deal with, basically everyone was bad by 8 or 9. yeah, I mean, we kind of needed it, right? It's just there wasn't a lot of talent to work with. We drafted the best players I thought we physically could. Outside of getting Drew Brees, which I'd love to see, where he went, in fairness. If he was like high second, I would have never taken him anyways, I don't think. Running back is more valuable to me because it's just harder to get. I think we did a pretty damn good job. Clinton Portis did really well. Reggie Wayne did really well there. I mean, finally got the dev up at least. Damn, they cooked us in the pass rush department. A pick for Vasher, who I almost drafted, and the win for the Bengals. But yeah, we win. Like I said, I don't know what would have happened if we didn't have those crazy trades. Like Jared Allen, who was that high of an overall, and Darnell Dockett in the 3rd round is crazy. Jabari Greer in round, was it mid-3rd into the 4th, whatever it was, is wild. But David Garrard winning a Super Bowl is super fun. Decided to stick it out with him. Could have went Big Ben and, not made those trades. And who knows, it might have been even more successful because quarterback really is that strong. I mean, Donovan McNabb in this one showed us that it's not the Jets scheme that made them so good. He was the one making that scheme look so good. Randy Moss, that one deep shot was unbelievable. Who do you guys think is the best wide receiver of all time? I mean, a lot of people are going to say Jerry. It's a good, argument. I don't want to jump the gun too quick. But Justin Jefferson's making some plays, I'll be honest. I think it's, once again, you're talking about eras. That would be the one where, like, okay, wide receiver comparisons, that's pretty tough to make a comparison between eras. Because right now, being a wide receiver is like a cakewalk compared to what it used to be. I mean, it used to be where, like, okay, yeah, I can see why they played DB. You actually had some fun. You avoided the damage as much as possible, and you got to have a lot of fun. Nowadays, it's like all you get to do is get burned all day long. So I'm not really sure why you want to be a DB anymore. Chris Cooley, 82 overall, really hasn't developed super far, but only been in the league 2 years at this point. He's serviceable, but yeah, that catching sucks. His catching is horrible. I don't really care about the rest of the O-line, but obviously I want to see Bryant McKinney. Bryant McKinney and Phil Lodeholt, the best tackle duo of all time. Not really, but my most favorite because of how huge they were. And then we move on to the defensive side of the ball, where this is where a lot of the juice was. This D-line was ridiculous. Jared Allen, the 89, about to be 90 overall, with really good power moves. Julius Peppers is going to have like all of the styles, I imagine, basically max. 99 block shot, 99 finesse, 98 power move. Unbelievable. Super athletic, obviously. Put him anywhere you want. Stand him up. I don't care. Then we have the DTs. Vince Wilfork, 89 overall. Looking very similar to how he ended, in his prime with the Patriots. Now we move on to Darnell Dockett. Super fun player to watch, like I said. And we got ourselves a 91 block shed, 88 power move, 95 finesse defensive tackle. Really solid. What about these corners, though? Curious about these corners. I feel like we've been a little lackluster in this one. Obviously, all these guys are super young because it was kind of a quicker rebuild. But, these fantasy draft ones, the novelty kind of runs out quick. The draft is super fun. You develop them for a few years. The team's goated. I don't want to do a 5 or a 10-year rebuild on a team that's going to be goated as hell. It's already a 90 overall team. It's probably 8 overalls on the highest average team there is. So, like, why would I, if we can get a Super Bowl early, if it's not too early, as long as it's 3 or 4 years, I think that's fine. As Aldridge, looks okay. Johnson, I still don't even think this guy technically exists. I don't think safety Eric Johnson exists. Really good zone coverage, but not very fast. Star dev, though, so he gets to start. He's young. You get to start for those reasons alone. Sherman, 80 overall, outside linebacker. A lot of speed. 87 speed, 87 excel. Basically no coverage, though. Really good tackling. But yeah, definitely a weird build. It's not a guy that you would expect to have the block shot. You would expect him to be the kind of coverage guy. Smith not going up in dev, though, at a 5-interception season is crazy. He's been developed as a speed rusher. That's great. That is awesome. That sucks. That's a little unfortunate. Claiborne, 83 overall. Chris Claiborne, really good block shed. 0 coverage at all. Basically another edge rusher, and we did what we wanted, apparently. It was good enough to win a Super Bowl, though. And then special teamers, let's take a look at Shane Leckler, 79 overall. What's his kick power and accuracy? 91, 89. We'll say that's the one thing that's weird with these classes. A lot of ratings that are important are missing, especially for these types of positions. Like, you know, missing a lot of kick power for almost every single one of the special teamers, which is just weird. But that's pretty much going to be it. If you guys enjoyed this one, maybe leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, I do appreciate continued support on the channel. Maybe follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Second channel, PK Plays for non-Madden content. We'll definitely have a ton more of these types of special rebuilds in the future and rebuild challenges in general. I think one of the next rebuild challenges I want to do is getting pick 32, but in a fixed draft. So, you know, the obvious positive of being 32 in the draft is, you know, you get pick 1 the next round, but not in a fixed draft, you don't. So we have one, you know, I want to do one where we have the pick 32, we draft fixed, we try to rebuild the team. I want to do one where the AI does that for us, which would be a disaster. And there's just a bunch of other stuff. If you guys have any challenge ideas, though, let me know in the comment section below. And that's pretty much going to be it. I don't even know when this is going to actually come up on Saturday or not. Is it coming out today? Maybe. Monday, maybe Saints off season, perhaps. There'll be more content, so just be on the lookout whether this is uploaded whenever. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, and what'd you think about the Tyson fight? See ya! And once again, shout out to the members of the channel. I appreciate you guys a ton. Truly do. And if you guys want to be, that you aren't already a member, you want to join the club, click the join button next to the subscribe button, and there will be some information in there. Once again, going to be doing a rebuild a month for members only, going starting in December. So be on the lookout for that. And yeah, take care. Have a good rest of your weekend, and